I'm not using a custom rig, but let's design and build one. This new smart home product's just released, and I think it's going to be a really big deal for a lot of people. Here's what's in the box. So this is the Mysa Lite, Mysa's newest model of smart thermostat, with the biggest difference being them cutting down the price pretty significantly. So if you have high voltage heat like me, like these baseboard heaters, and you want a smart thermostat, this is by far the cheapest and best option on the market now. So when you have high voltage heat like that, you have a thermostat in every single room here. You can see I have one here in the office, and I have one in the bedroom, and I have one in every other room of the house. Having a smart thermostat in every single room is huge for smart home automation and saving money, because you can automate it so the heat's only on in the specific rooms you need it, and you're not heating the whole house for no reason. But that also means you need to buy a smart thermostat for every room. Now, the Mysas have always been the best options on the market. This is the Mysa V2. I've had these things for like 5 years. They work great, but they are a little bit pricey. And when you gotta buy one for every room, that adds up for some people and it deters a lot of people from buying smart thermostats when really they're one of the best devices to have in your smart home. Now with the Mysa Lite, that's changing. These things are much more affordable and in some cases actually better than the original model. Let me swap out my old original Mysa V1 for this Lite and we'll take a little bit of a closer look at it. For context, installing these yourself is a pretty simple job and it's no harder than changing a light switch. You just need to follow the directions that come with the box, but make sure you call an electrician if you're not comfortable. Lastly, the most important part, install and unboxing. So we've got this bad boy installed, and there's going to be two main changes you'll notice from the old one. The first one is just the size of the thing. This is the old Mysa V1 compared to the Lite. This thing is so much nicer, so much more low-key. It's a lot thinner. I don't know. This thing just looks great on the wall. And the next one is the buttons. I think they thought this was going to be a downgrade, but I think it's a huge upgrade. The old Mysas basically had a touchscreen for the buttons, and it looked kind of nice, but it was kind of hard to figure out when you're pressing them, and the UX wasn't great. For context, this is the buttons on the V2 that I've set up in my bedroom. But now they have these really still minimal, but super quickie buttons that are honestly just a pleasure to interact with. I think these look so much better. So on the surface, that's all they really changed, and honestly, I think both those things are upgrades. Other than that, they're still like the other Mysas, where they're compatible with all your smart home environments, including HomeKit, which you know we absolutely love. Now, they did make a few other changes, but if you're serious about smart home, they're not really going to affect you. So on the native Mysa app, they have really robust energy and usage tracking charts. They've removed these on the Mysa Lite. You can still use the app, but you're just not going to be able to get insight into all of your usage. But if you're serious about smart home, you're not actually using the native apps of the devices. You're doing everything through your smart home hub, whether that's HomeKit, Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or Home Assistant. So you're not even touching the app. So all the stuff they took away doesn't really affect us, and all the stuff they changed is actually an upgrade to us. Pretty good deal if you ask me. So that's the Mysa Lite. I've been using Mysas for like 5 years now, and they've always been my go-to recommendation. And now that there's a lower cost option, these things just keep getting better and better. If you're one of those people that have been kind of on the edge because it's been too expensive to onboard a bunch of these, now might be your time. I'll leave a link to these in my bio so you can check them out for yourself if you're interested in pricing. They're kind of always up and down between sales and stuff. And there's also usually a lot of incentives for them from like energy companies because these, again, save you energy. Now, Mysa did also sponsor this video, but I've been ride or die for Mysa long before I even ever spoke to them. They've also been a long-time supporter of this channel. They don't have any influence over what I say. They're just happy to help me show you these really cool products. That being said, if you guys have any questions at all, toss them in the comments. You know I'm here for you, and I'll catch you in the next video.